morning, New York. I'm James Michael Angelo.
And I'm Tiffany Haas, and welcome to our very first episode of American Blend. We are so excited to have you with us today. This is something that I know James and I have always wanted to do. I love talk shows.
I love
you.
Obsessed with talk shows. I love morning talk shows. I love political talk shows. It's all I kind of watch all day long.
Me too, and that's exactly what this show is all about. It's a blend of our experiences living life in America today. None of which I could do without coffee.
Another
I love
obsession.
coffee. We're obsessed.
Are you a regular coffee drinker? Just like a good cup of joe?
I am. I feel like I just apologized for that, but I am just a normal, regular coffee drinker. However, I do have to say the lattes here are quite phenomenal. But anyway,
I'm an espresso drinker. I could see why you'd feel a little bit behind the times, but you're classic.
I feel
you're
a
not
little
behind
plain.
the times.
Oh, I'll take classic instead of plain. Okay. When did your obsession begin?
Oh God, I think probably in the late 80s. The late 80s when my Amway selling parents decided to start a coffee business out of our basement for my sisters and I to run after school.
So he was a tween coffee salesman.
I was a tween Amway coffee salesman. It was
That's
with
adorable.
lots of gel. It was the 80s.
That's adorable. Can't you just picture him in a cute little business suit with his high school backpack, a briefcase, and coffee beans
and
spilling out?
feathered hair, if you remember feathered hair.
Well, I have to ask you, I'm sure that you at home want to know too. I don't really know much about Amway. What exactly is it? And we all want to know, is it one of those pyramid schemes?
It's the mothership of all multi-level marketing businesses.
Okay.
And my parents got in when I was a year old, and they were huge and turned our home into an Amway mecca. And then my dad became an Elvis impersonator at Amway rallies.
This is amazing.
That's my childhood.
This is incredible. Well, you all will want to know that James actually has a book coming out, and it's called Life After Amway, and it really tells his experiences growing up in the Amway family. Tell us about that.
It's just that. It's a memoir, opening when I'm 7 years old to age 20, and it really just shows my family's obsession and pursuit of the American dream, and a lot of quirk in between and kind of what happened with that.
I love
so
it.
hopefully due out later this year.
Good.
And that pursuit of the American dream is something I know you and I share, we have in common. Tiffany, as many people know, is a former Miss Ohio in the Miss America pageant, which is something I watched religiously with my mother growing up and practiced all of my speeches and competitions. But tell us, what was that really like being a Miss America contestant?
It was an incredible experience. It was something that I always wanted to do, that I always dreamed of doing. I had my little scorecard, and I would make little tallies of who I was going to pick to be the winner. And I was honored to be able to go. Do you know that the Miss America organization is actually the largest scholarship program in the world for young women today?
Really?
So it helped pay my way through college.
Really?
Really.
The largest?
Beauty and brains, y'all.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's
It's an
amazing.
incredible program.
Yeah.
It's like a self-improvement course.
You can also see Tiffany 8 shows a week at the Gershwin Theater in the hit show Wicked
That's
on
right.
Broadway, playing Galinda. And for the two people in America who don't know what Wicked is, why don't you tell them what the story is?
Oh, Wicked is so beautiful. It's actually the untold story of the Witches of Oz. So it's everything that happens before Dorothy drops in.
And my favorite line for those Wicked fans, we all can't come and go by bubble.
That's the truth. It is the
My
best
favorite.
mode of transportation.
Well, here on American Blend, we are going to be exploring more of that question of does the American dream still exist and the pursuit of that dream. So we also want to get to know each other a little bit better, don't we?
Yeah.
Tiffany and I are going to play a little game. We're going to ask each other a few questions. And you, I believe, are going to go
Our
first.
first?
Yeah.
Ladies first?
Ladies first. Go
Okay.
for it.
James, what product could you not live without?
No question. Fiber by Crew. If there's no hair product, there's no reason to live.
His hair always does look fabulous. He's a hair person.
So telling. Tiffany and I did not tell each other what these questions were going to be. So when you hear my first question, there's
Okay.
no doubt that we are meant to be co-hosts.
Okay.
If the world was ending and you had to board a spaceship and bring only one bag, what would be in that bag?
I love this question. It would be this beautiful pale pink Kate Spade bag that I bought last year. I love it so much, and I would have brought it today, but it's raining outside a little bit, and I didn't want to spot it up.
Okay, the world could be ending and she'd bring the Kate Spade bag, but it's raining and she can't bring it. That's, just want to point that out. The world has to be ending for her to bring the Kate Spade bag out into the...
But not in the rain.
All right.
What is your idea of the perfect date?
My idea of the perfect date...
Good question, right?
That's a really good question. Maybe a Broadway show?
Ooh,
or some
live
kind of
theater.
event where you can actually see something around other people and get a chance to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because I don't like when you go to a movie and it's a date, you don't get a chance to talk, right? So I like an event that you can actually go to and watch, and you could, like, I don't know, maybe the circus.
I love it. That would definitely give
I once had a
something to talk
guy who
about.
I was dating tell me that he says, James, you should take trapeze lessons because dating you is like being in the circus. So
How
that's
did
probably.
you take that?
I took trapeze lessons and I stopped dating him. Okay, next question. Ready?
Ready.
So, biggest celebrity crush. Who would you shag?
Oh, gosh. Okay, it depends because I go to many different places with this. I have a couple.
Please, do tell.
I think Anthony Carino, kitchen cousin, is adorable. He lives over in Jersey. Hey, Jersey. He's over there. He's so handsome.
Really? I would never have guessed that with you.
Oh yeah, swinging a hammer.
She needs a man who swings a hammer.
And then I have to follow that up with Jason Sudeikis. Is another celeb crush.
Okay.
So handsome, funny, charming.
I can see that. I can see that. All right, good. That tells me something.
Okay, my turn. What is the funniest thing that has ever happened to you? I know there's many though.
I don't even know where to begin. I would say probably I was at an award show and I bent over and my pants split right down the crack. And I couldn't get up for the rest of the award show. And when I left, I had to tie my blazer around my waist.
Like as if it's a hoodie and he left the gym.
I was sporting a new look.
That's amazing.
All the guys after that walked around New York City with a blazer wrapped around their waist. Trendsetter.
That's
Total
hysterical.
trendsetter. Okay, last question for you.
Okay.
When dating a man, boxers or briefs?
I like boxer briefs.
There you have it. It's like the drip and the espresso. I adore you.
I adore you too. We are so happy to have you with us
Well,
on this
thank you
journey
for
of
playing the
American
game with me.
Red.
I hope it's the first of many. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to sit down with our very first guest, who I am uber excited about. You know her as the sassy go-getter on Smash Ivy. You also know her as the comical sidekick Liz on Sean Saves the World, and my favorite Broadway role of hers, Doralee in the Smash Broadway hit 9 to 5. Anyone who can play the Dolly Parton role is huge in my heart. Miss Megan Hilty will be here when we come back.
That's right. I'm so excited to have her with us. She's got a special place in my heart because when I joined the company of Wicked, she was Glinda.
Of course.
So she's always been my Glinda.
So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Megan Hilty.
Here we are with Peter, the owner of Rex Coffee Shop. Peter, I have to ask you, what made you want to open this store, this cafe?
My son was being born at the hospital, and I wanted to open a business, and I said to my wife, when she's in labor, I said, hey, I'm going to go get some coffee and something to eat. And I wandered all the way down to 47th Street before I could find anything.
Where did you get the name Rex?
That is my son's name.
It is. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All this time coming to this shop and I had no idea.
Yeah, it's my son's name, his real name, it's my dad's nickname.
And what do you do to keep a business like this thriving in New York City as a small business owner?
Well, I mean, first of all, you have to work on your service, you have to work on your product. If you don't give someone a great product with great service, there are too many other places that are opening up right around the corner that are going to do that. I'm going to give you a great product, and I'm going to give you with a great service. We're going to be friendly. We're going to connect that way as well. And I think if you do that, you're going to succeed in whatever you do. When we started using our coffee, and we're very serious about our baristas, They make incredible coffee every single time, and Pablo in the kitchen makes an amazing menu. My favorite part about the entire thing is getting to talk to people. I love talking to people. That's why I got into this business.
Okay, so for people who have not been to Rex before, if I was brand new,
Yeah.
Who could that be? If I was brand new and I was walking in this store and I'd never been here before, what would you have me order?
Blueberry muffin.
Okay.
And I would have you start with a cortado. A cortado is equal parts espresso and steamed milk. It's a short drink. I would drink it here because you're going to drink it in 2 minutes. So have the cortado to here. You can have the blueberry muffin. You can pick a little bit and then take that. And if you want, since there's actually not that much caffeine in a double shot of espresso, so get a small coffee to go.
Please come by Rex. I promise you a very, very special morning. You'll get to chat with Peter, the owner, who's absolutely lovely.
Maybe a little too long.
No, never too long. It is on 10th Avenue, 864 10th Avenue, between 56th and 57th Street. And I promise you a great morning. Hello and welcome back. Here we are in Rex Coffee House with the beautiful Megan Hilty and her handsome husband Brian Gallagher. Thank you guys so much for being with us.
Thanks for
We're so excited.
I'm so excited. I'm a huge fan.
Oh, thanks.
Huge. You're incredibly talented. What kind of coffee are you drinking? What kind of coffee drinker
Yeah,
are
we're
you,
in a coffee
Brian?
house. Very important.
I just go straight up coffee with a tiny bit of skim milk and a little bit of sweetener.
He's classic. He's a classic guy.
I'm typically classic too, but here I'm trying a latte now this time.
I'm Italian, so I'm straight up espresso.
Yeah.
You cannot drink coffee right now because
I'm knocked up.
there's really an amazing
Yeah.
thing happening
Yeah.
here. So first of all, at this stage of your life, to be a new wife and a new mother,
Yeah.
what's
So
that like right
exciting.
now?
It's great. I never thought either of those things would ever happen.
Really?
So, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And then he came waltzing into my life and then changed everything. So, and now we have our daughter with us.
We're so excited
Yeah.
for you. Do you have any weird cravings? We have these two fabulous treats here from Rex that you're welcome to dig into.
Oh yeah, and I'll finish these by the time we're done.
Awesome.
I'm craving what you guys are having. I've
sorry,
totally
don't
given
look.
up caffeine.
It's not good at all.
Yeah.
Most mornings she asks to make my coffee for me, and then she'll stand there and smell it
It's
creepy.
It's really creepy. Yeah.
for 2 to 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and then let me drink.
So that means in the delivery room, you've got to have a coffee.
Yeah, and a bottle of champagne.
Well, yeah, champagne is
Champagne first, then coffee.
That's so great. Well, we're so excited to have you back. I have to say, claim you back to New York as our own because you were gone to LA for a while.
Yeah, I mean not that long, but
It felt
yeah.
like a long time. And then you come back to New York with a concert at the Carlisle.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. How many shows did you do?
Well, we did 2 weeks. It was a 2-week residency, and it was a total of 12 shows. And we yeah, not today, not now, not in front of all these nice people. And we actually recorded a live album for the last 3 shows. So I don't know when we're going to release it, but we've got all the stuff, and now it's being digitally mixed and mastered and all
That's
that
fabulous.
stuff.
Where will it be available?
I have no idea.
Oh, this is
It
exciting.
was a very last minute thing. It ended up, thank God, being very well received. So we were like, well, let's just capture this. You know, this is a really special.
Hello, a live Megan Hilty album?
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
yeah, I just got a little bit more gay. That was amazing.
What made it so special?
The band is so amazing. We had Matt Cuson on piano, Dennis Keefe on bass, and Ryan Hoagland on drums, and Brian Gallagher on guitar. And I made him sing.
On,
too.
Brian.
And we were
fabulous.
We were in the historical Cafe Carlisle. You know, like so many incredible people played that room. It's just it's awesome to be a part of that history.
And our audiences were great and very receptive and very loud and loving,
Yeah.
and I felt like the energy of the crowd and the nature of the show, it really would work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty intimate space,
It
right?
is.
So you
It's
really
very
feel like you
intimate.
can connect
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
audience in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was as close to the front row as I am to you guys right now, screaming my face off. So yeah,
Oh my gosh, well, I can't wait to hear the album.
I know.
We will definitely let all of you know at home. We'll post it on our website so you all can check it out.
So one question that we're going to explore here on this show, so you both know, is the pursuit of the American dream. And America was built on hard work, but there's this new craze, of course, of reality television. and of instant fame that has swept our society. So I'd be interested to hear from both of you how you think that has affected not just the entertainment business, but acting as a craft.
You know, first of all, I want to start off by saying that everybody has their own path, you know, where on getting to where they need to go. I personally, I don't know, I have mixed feelings about those shows because while it exposes people to the arts, I think it also gives people a false sense of what it takes to make it in this business. You know, like, yeah, there are so many talented people in this world that can just sing and dance and do all these amazing things, but if you don't have the experience of failure and paying your dues.
When you busted your ass to get somewhere, when you get it, you appreciate it more. You are more inclined to work hard to maintain it and to keep it.
There's something to be learned from picking yourself back up by the bootstraps and marching on.
Yeah.
Well, in America, this success has become really our religion in a certain way. And so I think you're right, not teaching kids how to fail, and failing at such a large stage. At such a large market like American Idol or any of the big competition shows. You're right.
It's interesting. I was talking to somebody who was doing research for developing TV shows and stuff like that, and they did a poll for all of these teenage boys and girls on what they wanted to be when they grew up, and all of their answers was famous. They didn't know what that meant. They couldn't define it. But I think a lot of these television shows kind of
It's created that society, you're right.
Well,
that leads into the next question I wanted to ask both of you. As new parents-to-be, what kind of America do you hope for your daughter?
I don't know, we're going to lock her in a cage. Everything's so awful right now. I don't know. I don't know.
I think we also secretly hope that she grows up with a real appreciation of music and a love for music, but maybe chooses to be a doctor and save the world and not necessarily.
Well, have you decided as parents who are in the business and even more so in the limelight, what it is you're going to kind of teach her about that?
Well, I think we're going to teach her that she can do whatever she's passionate about.
Of course.
And if it's the arts, then
great.
God bless her, and she'll know that it takes a lot of hard work to get there.
Well, you've played some phenomenal roles. You will always have such a special place in my heart because you were always my Glinda. When I joined that company, it was you in the bubble every night, and you were just so beautiful. So you always have a special place in my heart with that role. But out of all the roles you played, what would you say is your favorite, and who do you think you're most like?
I don't know. I like them all for different reasons. I like them all because they all show you that you can't judge a book by its cover. Like every character that I've played pretty much is, you know, you think of them as a dumb blonde, but really they're kind of the ones running the show.
That's what I loved about Ivy. I mean, and that I fell in love with Ivy on Smash.
She's a force.
And it was such a layered, beautiful performance.
Thank you.
Really, and you really did feel. I felt for her. You know, I rooted for her, and I felt for her.
I justified her behavior.
Totally.
I probably wouldn't make the same decisions as some of the decisions she made, but I justified.
And then can I ask you, Brian, did you ever, you know, when she's playing a role like Ivy, do you ever see a difference in her at home? You know, does
Ivy come out at home, Brian?
Not at all.
Tell us the truth.
Not at all. It's funny. Well, I love that every single role that you've played has had an iconic predecessor.
Oh yeah, no, that's just what I do. Like I take something that somebody already
Whether it's Dolly
has
Parton
made iconic,
or Kristen
and then
Chenoweth, and I love to see you navigate
try to
around that and figure out how to make it yours and make it fresh. And you're kind of a master of that.
And you did that in 9 to 5. I mean, 9 to 5 is on my top 5 favorite movies. And how can you not? I mean, Dolly, right?
Yeah.
Been to Dollywood 3 times.
Yeah.
I know that's weird, but I have.
You really embraced that so beautifully.
Amazing
Thank you.
performance.
It was a super fun show. a limited run, a limited engagement, albeit, but we had a really great time working on that show.
And back to this, because I just love baking. Are you getting any weird cravings? Are any of these appetizing you? Do you want to taste any and see what you're thinking?
Yeah, no, I want to taste all of them. This has been like, the sugar has been like gleaming.
She was actually never a sweets person.
No, I wasn't.
You weren't?
Yeah, no, the baby made me.
Okay, that I don't understand.
Okay, I'm getting into this. Brian?
Get it?
James?
Yeah.
Well, as we taste, I want to thank both Megan and Brian for being here. We adore you.
Thank you so much for taking time to be with us.
We adore you. Thank you. When we come back, we're taking it to the streets of New York, so don't go anywhere.
You don't want to miss it.
I want some of that.
Destination Broadway means a new opportunity for me to get better at the thing I love to do.
And Destination Broadway totally gives you every opportunity to just be yourself and do your best.
Without this program, I would not be where I am today. It opened my eyes to what I needed to work on. Teachers here are really encouraging, and I think all the children just love it and everyone comes back.
All year long, all we hear about is coming back to Destination Broadway. It's a fever almost that spreads among her friends that have this same passion.
We're all about worn out, but we still every day find the strength just to go into class and give it our all, because we've had amazing teachers, amazing classes, everything from hip hop to ballet and vocal classes. It's just been amazing.
You learn in 1 week in this camp what you can work on a whole year in after school activities.
The amount of training that the children get in this 1 week is worth every penny that we put out to bring our children here.
To be in the Miss America pageant, what would you do for talent?
Oh, you mean I actually physically have to do
We have a top hat, we have a little microphone, we have a guitar.
I am proficient at none of those.
Well, what would you do then?
Probably tap dance.
Oh, show me!
Monty's gonna tap dance
show
for us.
us.
I don't know, I'd probably speak about what I like. Maybe morals.
Which is what?
Interesting. Science.
So you're a smart one.
Dance.
You dance?
You would?
What's your name?
Janet.
Janet, can you dance for us?
Do you want to
show us, Janet?
No.
I love you, a bushel and a peck, and a hug around the neck.
Little song and dance?
No, I'm not a song dancer.
Well, you have to do. What would you do with the hat?
Maybe I'll go to a show or something.
I don't know, probably do something out of the ordinary.
I'd have to become a female.
He'd have to become a female.
Oh! He said he'd have to become a female.
Right.
A 5, 6, 7, and.
You. Do something. Hopefully.
That was good. That was good. Even if we do like a little.
I think that's top 10 material.
Here we go. All right.
Waltz 2, 3, waltz 2, 3, waltz 2, 3, waltz 2, 3. They're not really doing a waltz, but.
I think that you'd be a really good tambourine player. Can you try it just for a second? Come on, give us something. Come on, ready?
I'll play the
5,
sax.
6,
A
7,
5, 6,
7, 8. Yeah, it kind of like an American Indian feel to it. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
It's like Cher.
You're good.
Yeah. Half breed.
Would you do surgery in that hat? You look like a doctor.
So we're back in Rex Coffee, and we're going to do a little more competition here with a craze at sweeping coffee houses across America, latte art.
That's right. Here we are with two fabulous guys who I get to see on a regular basis. We have Brian and John with us.
So John, tell us, how long have you been doing latte art?
So seriously, I've been doing it for almost a year now. I've worked in cafes before, but only lately have I really been trying to up my game.
Nice, up your game.
Yep,
love it.
right.
Brian, I wanted to ask you, you not only specialize in the latte art here in the cafe at Rex, but you also do competitions, correct?
Yeah, once a month, a bunch of baristas get together at a cafe, and we just have a latte art competition. It's just for fun. We have beer and prizes, and people judge all your latte arts.
So tell us, John, what is your technique? What are you going to do for us here today?
Well, aside from making the coffee the best that I can, proper extraction, I'm going to be steaming some milk, trying to create very fine little bubbles, microfoam in that milk, and that will almost make it it'll do it on its own. The milk will start to rest on top of the espresso as I pour it, and that is the beginning of your latte art.
The beginning of the painting.
That sounds so fancy. Are you getting nervous now? Did he just psych you
Yeah,
out?
I mean, he's like ready. He's in the zone right now. I'm going to do the same thing as him, but hopefully my art will look much better.
We got a competition, folks. Are you ready? Let's have a latte throwdown. Let's do it. All right, guys, who do you think is winning?
So far it's a tie.
Yeah. So far it's a tie. Okay, so here we have two beautiful lattes. Gorgeous. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, right? I do see different technique. I see really different mixtures of color and
yeah,
and
that's
shape,
what I was gonna say.
right?
It's so interesting. This one's darker, this one's lighter.
Right? One's more a little bit more abstract.
Yep.
It's going to be hard.
It's so beautiful.
All right, so we have to decide.
Okay, this one kind of looks like a heart with wings.
So are you picking Brian's?
Yeah.
Because now we have a problem, because now I'm picking John's.
Okay.
So that's our vote?
Yeah.
Do they both win?
Both of you win.
Fine, I drink that one.
Cheers.
You guys are amazing. That was fun.
That was so much fun. Thank you all for being with us today. Huge thanks to Peter, the owner, for having us.
And to everybody at Rex Coffee.
That's right, and to you all at home.
And don't forget, we all make up the American blend. We'll see you next time.
That's right. Bye.
Bye, guys.